My boss said I wasn't management material, so I became his manager. I used to work at a warehouse-style home improvement store. You know, the kind with blinding fluorescent lights, the constant beep of forklifts, and managers who act like they're running the Pentagon. I was in inventory management, which basically meant I handled the chaos no one else could. I tracked shipments, balanced numbers, solved last-minute crises quietly while the managers took the credit in meetings. But it was a steady job, and I was proud of keeping the place running. Then he showed up. Elias. New regional manager, mid-40s, perfect suit, fake smile. The kind of man who introduces himself by shaking your hand too hard. On his first day, he gathered the floor team and said, "I don't need anyone who coasts here." He looked right at me. I'd been there 6 years. He'd been there 6 minutes. At first, he was just dismissive. When I pointed out discrepancies in his monthly reports, he'd laugh and say, "Maybe math isn't your thing." When I cleaned up a delivery disaster that he caused, he said, "That's why we keep people like you around, to fix the small stuff." Then came the promotion cycle. My district manager pulled me aside privately and said I was being considered for assistant manager. My metrics were excellent, my performance spotless. For the first time, I thought, this is it. 2 weeks later, Elias called me into his office. No chair offered, no smile. He folded his hands and said, "Look, you're good, reliable even, but you're not management material." I asked what that meant. He shrugged. Leaders have presence. You don't command a room, you organize one. I walked out feeling heat crawl up my neck. I finished my shift, went home, and cried in my car in the parking lot. But halfway through the tears, something broke in me. Not in a sad way, in a clarity way. I realized I'd spent years making other people's jobs easier, while they got promotions for being louder. So I quietly started planning my exit. After shifts, I took night classes in project management and data analytics. I learned supply chain software. On weekends, I built a spreadsheet portfolio showing efficiency models I'd created that saved thousands. A few months later, I applied elsewhere, got rejected, reapplied. Then I landed an interview with a regional logistics company, the kind our old store actually contracted with. They loved my numbers, loved my systems. They hired me as an operations analyst, double my pay, actual benefits, and a clear promotion track. Fast forward 18 months. Guess which company signed a distribution partnership with my new employer? Yep, Elias's store. And guess who was assigned to oversee the client meetings? Me. The day I walked in wearing a tailored blazer and badge that said operations manager, Elias's face went pale. He extended his hand, fake as ever. "Great to see you again." I smiled. "You too, Elias. Don't worry, I'll keep the small stuff handled." He laughed nervously. The other managers didn't get the joke, but he did. A few months later, upper management decided to merge both sides under one lead, someone who understood both store logistics and corporate operations. They offered the role to me. Elias would report to me. The first time I signed paperwork with his name under mine, I actually felt pity. Almost. Because I realized he wasn't even the villain, just the mirror that showed me how small I'd been thinking. Now, whenever someone says, "You're not leadership material," I smile. Because leadership isn't volume or ego or pretending to be the smartest guy in the room. Leadership is quietly solving everyone's chaos until the room realizes they've been following you all along. So yeah, Elias was right in one way. I wasn't management material, I was beyond it.